Okay, we might jump straight into it. Hello, guys. How are you doing? I see a couple of you guys here. Happy to see you again, especially the new ones, but not just the new ones, also the old ones. Always happy to see people. Lovely to talk to you guys, especially you guys spending your time watching me do my thing. That is wild to think of. Yeah, how's your day going? I see a couple of you guys here. I know most of you here. Hello, the military of the world. Oh my god, have I got the military on my watch? Is the army looking at my stuff and checking for any naughty things against the whatever whatever I might be plotting? You be careful. Are you here for the first time? Lovely to see you here. I don't know why my wrist is hurting a little here. Hello, Ma. Hello, Lady Ma. Good to see you. Yeah, how have you enjoyed the response to our video there, Camila? Good. I hope all of you guys have watched the video with Camila. It's been a great one. I enjoyed filming it, I enjoyed editing it, and then now I'm glad that it's getting some decent response. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, remember to check it out after this. I think it's a good one. It's pulling in sort of viewers from different niches, including obviously Cantonese and just language learning in general, and also people interested in like neurodivergence. We also got some interesting discussions going on in the comments of that video. You got some people who are not very happy to see that we're talking about these issues. So I'm not telling you to go and join the comment wars, but you know, if you want to join the comment wars, you're very welcome to. Oh, oops, didn't meant for that to happen. Yeah, I slightly updated my chat design again. For one, I put it on the lower right because I feel like actually, okay, it's a bit embarrassing that you're looking at my body. It is a little bit embarrassing, but also this is the clearest because I'm usually wearing something dark. My chair is dark, and then I used a slightly thicker font. This is one of my favorite fonts. So it looks good, I think. It's quite legible, and yeah, let me know what you think. I just keep evolving because I'm very slowly entering into a professional streamer setup. Says I, with the camera freaking looking at the side instead of from the top. I don't know. The next thing I'm gonna have to work on is sort of tidying up my bookshelf a little bit because it looks like crap. And I see, hello Eric, good to see you again. How are you doing? Yeah, I see lots of language YouTubers who want to give they want to give a knowledgeable impression. So their background is always a very fully decked out bookshelf with tons of language books on them, whereas mine is mostly, I mean, these are all mostly language books, but they're just organized terribly. There was some music stuff in there. There's an organ score, but yeah, I feel like I could make it look good. I do have some more books downstairs, including my Japanese readers and that kind of stuff. So yeah, note to self, I should do that. But yeah, I was saying my wrist is hurting a bit, so maybe I won't be using the mouse as much. I don't know what's happening. It might be something with my sleep. It's weird. Oh, by the way, yeah, it is September. How are you guys doing? It's a new month. I mean, I think I've only been streaming in August so far, even though it's been a lot of streams. It's only been in August. Now we are stepping into a new month. Hello, Chris Stokes. How did I meet Language Simp? We first got into contact on Instagram, but we met in Budapest for the Polyglot conference. It was cool. I think I was on my way there when he texted me saying, hey, Israel. Yeah, that's my name, by the way. In case you guys were here for the first time last time and didn't know my name, I forgot to introduce myself. Yeah. He was like, hey, Israel, I saw your stuff. It's really good stuff. And then we should meet up. And then we met at the pre-Polyglot conference bar thingy, language exchange, whatever that is called. And yeah, it was cool. And I know his name. Don't tell him. But I'm not going to tell you, obviously. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I do know it. I'm in the inner circle now. How many languages do I speak? to varying degrees, 10 to a dozen, but I'm comfortable with around 6-7 languages. 你好, hello. I shouldn't have assumed that as Cantonese, but considering my audience, maybe I can assume that's he leaked it on stream. Okay, well, you tell me what it is. I'll give a reaction. Because I might have missed it. It would be interesting if he did, because he's been very careful about it. I was saying, considering my audience, maybe I could assume that like Chinese characters are Cantonese, but I'm not sure. What languages do you speak? The military of the world? Because I imagine you speak all the NATO languages, or I don't know. Yeah, you have to find it. Oh, you don't remember it? Because I haven't seen it, but then again, I haven't been to all of the streams. I've been to lots of those. Yeah. Did it start with a D? Oh, I'm not telling you. I'm not giving any information away, but I will give a reaction if you claim to know his name. Yeah, how's everyone doing for September? Is any of you going to school or that kind of stuff? Because I do have lots of friends and students and everyone who's starting to be busy now. I will be busy at some point probably. I'm going to be doing some TA work again this semester. I actually don't know when I'm starting, but yeah. So I will be busy at some point. I'm not sure if I'm still streaming. I will also be doing language courses, plural, because Shumai Lothario, Shumai Jacob, Henfich, Israel Gwalston. Wait, what language is that? I've never seen that before. Wait, is that? I mean, it's spelled in Welsh, but I've never seen those words. Again, why am I wearing this? What was I saying? Mae mis Medi wedi dechrau. Do. Mae wedi dechrau. Yn anffodus, dwi wedi mwynhau'r mis Awst. Dwi ddim wedi gwneud llawer o bethau tu allan, ond dwi wedi mwynhau streamio a gwneud fy mhethau fy hun yn ystod mis Awst. I was saying I'm going to start language courses, plural, because I've been telling everyone throughout these streams, right? I'm going to start advanced course in Welsh. That will be in around a week and a half. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Time flies. Yeah, so I will. My goal is to finish this book before I start that. But also, I just got note. I just got note that I am going to a British Sign Language class, because I've been on a waiting list for a few months now. It's a very competitive place. I was late to register. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it because it's expensive, but I'm. And then a few months later, I suddenly got an email saying, "Oh, we got a place for you. You want to do it? You can pay in installments and whatever." And throughout these few months, I've been telling myself, "Oh, I'm not sure I want to do it because of time and also money concerns. I'll just let fate decide for me. If fate says I should do the sign language class, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to find the money. I'm going to find the time. I'm going to do it." But yeah, now fate has told me I should do it. So I'm probably going to do the course. It's a level 2 one. I think it's £660, which is kind of a lot. I don't know why it's so expensive. I have a friend who's learning sign language in Japan, and it was free. And I was lucky enough to be on a funded class for level 1, so that was free as well. But now level 2, I have to pay 660, and that's a lot. So support me. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know why that came out. But yeah, it'll be fun. I'll be making. I'm pretty sure my next video is going to be about whether you should take a language class or not. I'm going to be presenting various reasons whether you should or shouldn't. So look forward to that. But I'm on a brief break after publishing the last video, so I'll see when I film it. Let's see, what have I missed? You're learning Welsh in school because you guessed to school in Wales, and what do you mean you guessed to? You mean you go to school in Wales? Oh, are you Welsh then? or are you going to school in Wales? I think there was a recent stream when I looked at some school, some GCSE papers for Welsh as a second language, and that was interesting. I think I somehow I simultaneously both overestimated and underestimated the level of Welsh you need for those exams. I don't know what to expect, honestly, because I mean it's still Britain and British people are not known for learning languages. Just saying. Okay, let's see. September, different Slavic languages. Is it Virasin? Virasin? Wrzesień. Yeah, Wrzesień, Polish. Same thing. What is Rujan? Rujan. How do you read that? Is it the funny R? I'm assuming there's funny R. Zari something. That sounds like a... Isn't that the character on Duolingo? Oh, speaking of Duolingo, guys, I'm sure you guys have seen the weird new icon, right? What do you think of that? It's I'm lucky it doesn't affect me, but what do you think of the new Duolingo icon? I mean, I'm guessing it's not permanent, obviously, but for now. Henfich means hail. Okay, Henfich is hail. No wonder I don't know it, because I haven't read the Welsh Bible yet. I've tried to read the Swedish Bible. But what's the other one? What is Gwalstod? Gwalstod. Greetings, Israel the translator. What? Is that Welsh? Oh, hail, as in like greetings kind of hail. Not like is it Kenslisk? Is that hail? Yeah, Kenslisk. Kenslisk, not that hail, I guess. But what is Gwalstod? It's like some really cool old word that we don't use anymore. Let me look it up. Gwalstod. I can't even find it in the freaking dictionary. Cyfieithydd. Oh yeah, it is a cyfieithydd. Is that like, yeah, like old-fashioned word? I love old-fashioned words. I was actually just this morning, I was suddenly wondering how the word aisle used to look, because it means second in Welsh, and it has a special property that it causes the next consonant to change. So I'm wondering, what did it used to look like? Did it look anything like the word for two, or is it completely different? Because if it is completely different, then it's an interesting coincidence that it behaves a bit like the word two. Soy también aprendo español en mi escuela. Oh, cool. Is it? Where are you going to school? You're going to school in Wales? You live in Cardiff, right? So you're doing Welsh and Spanish as second languages. That's kind of cool. Okay. In school, I guess we also have two foreign languages. We have Mandarin and English. That's two languages. How common is it to do multiple languages in school? You wouldn't say hell. No. I think Jacob was being facetious and on purpose. How do you say on purpose in Welsh? Is it out of board pass? No. How would you say that? Or pwrpas. Do you say or pwrpas? Caerdydd. The is more or less similar to je. Etymologically, it is the same thing. That's how the Polish je came to be, but the sound is insane. And I would have a speech disorder if I were Czech. Actually, you know what? This morning I went to do some groceries in the supermarket, right? And when I went there, I also had brunch outside, and when it was like fine weather, really lovely. And then when I went into the supermarket, it was also bright and clear skies. And then when I finished my shopping, well, the Brits among you guys will know what happened. It was absolutely chucking it down. It's insane. Like that's the kind of rain that you will only see in summer. Feels like home, really, because we don't get that kind of rain that often. So I was stuck there, and then my phone was running out of battery, so I couldn't do any like doom scrolling. So what I did was I started practicing my trills. So I was practicing like the voice one, ras, or the voices one, rhyw, rhywun, and then practicing it with like trio or trio. And I can't do it. I lost it. Ra, ra, ra. And I was just literally standing there in the supermarket doing all these trills, and I'm sure someone has looked at me funny, but doesn't matter. Not Kesair. It's from Old English. Mabinogi could talk to anyone. Oh, it's a chwedl, it's a legend thing, isn't it? It's kind of cool. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you never see in textbooks. I should read the Mabinogi at some point. I mean, I will be playing the Mabinogi game next year. Mae Caerdydd mor braf. Ydy, or yw, I guess, yw. Yw Caerdydd braf and braf heddiw? You guess the Czech is something between the j and the rj. It's a, I don't know how to describe it. It's weird. It either starts with the or is Joshua. Language Simp, are you Joshua? Tell everyone. Because we've seen videos where your mom calls you Joshua, so. Oh my god, Chris actually tried to look it up. That would be funny. Yeah. Nah, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He's not gonna leak it that easily. In my school we do Welsh and the classes are randomized. What? You learn a random language? That is horrible. I can't imagine being forced to learn a random language. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I mean, maybe you don't feel bad about it, but for me, I can't imagine doing it. I would have to choose mine. But I guess when I'm in school, you don't really get a choice or of any sort. Like, we had to learn the two and that's it. But we also had I had French in my primary school. That's why I've been learning French for ages and ages. Still haven't gotten anywhere. But anyway. Yes, he's Joshua. Okay, we'll call him Joshua. Can I call you Joshua? But you know, Language Simp is the only fitting name. No, his legal first name is Language. So that's what we're calling him. 2 classes for each language. Wait, how many classes did I have in school? I'm guessing we had a lot. Like, I'm sure we had English every day. I have no proof of that. I have no way of checking. I haven't been in school for over a decade. I'm that old, so I don't remember how many classes we had, but we had English and Chinese. And then, I mean, you can't really compare our Mandarin classes with like your language classes, because we had Chinese class, and then because Chinese is just written Mandarin, so in Mandarin class we simply had to learn how to pronounce Chinese in Mandarin, and that's what it is. So it didn't take much effort in comparison to English, for example. But yeah, we don't have other language classes. We can't even choose it. I think, yeah, our exam system includes other languages, but they're like really niche. You have to find your own sources and places to learn them, and then you have to apply for the exams yourself. And then even the grading system was completely different, because when our usual subjects went from 1 to 5, so 5 being the best, which is the opposite of Germany, and then the foreign languages ones, so like French, Spanish, German, Urdu, Hindi, those were like A to F. So you can't even include those languages in your total result. You can't say I have 5 A's or whatever. It was weird. So I didn't do those languages in my final exam. I actually started doing the language learning thing after school. I started in university. Chris, is Language Giga Chad? Oh my god, so is Language Simp simping Language Giga Chad? Is that how it works? Simpiaith. Oh, Simpiaith. I think in Welsh logic that would be Ieithoedd. You would use languages, I think. It's like saying in Welsh you say juice apples instead of apple juice. So maybe simp languages, simp ieithoedd. So do you know German? If so, how did you learn? I learned French, but I'm starting German. Yeah, I was actually getting to that. I did German as a minor, because we have minors in Hong Kong. I did it in university. Spent around, I learned it for around 2 years. Because we have 6 courses in the university that are available. So I started right from the start, semester 1, semester 2, and then I proceeded to do the summer course, which is like two more terms worth of content. So 3-4 German 3-4. I finished that, and then I went to Vienna after my first year and did another summer course. That was a lot of summer courses. Dang, yeah. 2014 August, actually literally a decade ago, I spent an August in Vienna, did a German course, so that took up my German 5 slot, and then I did 6 university, and that was it. So I finished the whole minor syllabus within 2 years. But obviously I did also lots of self-learning as well, and I've mentioned on streams before that I've used a method that I would not necessarily recommend. It depends on who you are, which is I used to listen to news podcasts in German every single day in the morning when I had breakfast, and that's how I forced myself to eventually understand it. And yeah, I think, well, I mean, it also just simply takes time, because as I said, I started German over a decade ago, and then even though I stopped like actively learning German, it's still in my head somewhere. I still use it once in a while, and I have friends who write. I have friends who write to me in German and that kind of stuff. So that's how I keep it up. Yeah, I write to Camila as in German as well, partly. You see the mod here. She was the one in my recent video. Because we share like 4 or 5 languages, so we just literally mix everything. We write in English, Cantonese, Mandarin, German, and Polish, all mashed together. That's how we do it. Well, what was I going with this? Yeah, I write to people in German. Also, if you guys know Polyglottus on YouTube, Emmy from Polyglottus, yeah, we also write a lot as well. So just basically, I just keep it going. Haven't been actively learning German for a while, but I think I'm past the point where I need to study it. It's like learning English, for example. I think when I was around 13, 14, I had enough of like actually studying the language. I was more focusing on learning exam skills, how to ace the exams, and also learning, slowly absorbing more vocabulary, phrases, idioms, expressions, and training some skills instead of learning the language itself. So yeah, so that kind of stuff. Just let it seethe for a bit, right? Enw Cymraeg, simp ieithoedd, ydy wir, dyna'r enw. Or maybe, you know what? You might change it to like SYM or something, because, well, my impression is the word simp comes from like simple, right? Or simpleton. Yeah, it is from simpleton. And simple in Welsh is simul, SYML. So maybe you could make it sim, SYM. I'm also learning Portuguese because I have family in Brazil, and you would like to learn the language. Oh my god, that's exciting. That's very ambitious. I wouldn't dare learn that many languages at the same time. I think that is just my style. I'm very wary of like language learning pitfalls, maybe overly so. So I don't learn similar languages. I don't learn too many languages actively at the same time. Even though I know that even if I did, I would be fine. But I avoid it just to be extra careful. Yeah. Actually, this morning I was thinking as well whether I should start learning some Breton because I have the Arsenal book over there, but I will probably be busier very soon, so who knows. Hello, Polyglot Mouse. How are things going? Good to see you again. Native fod yn fwy Cymraeg. Gorgarwr. Gorgarwr. Oh, Jacob is full of gems. You're full of gems. All the very old Welsh kind of expressions and everything. Gorgarwr. Yeah. So gor is like too much, overly. Garwr, lover, over lover. So loves languages too much. I don't think you can love languages too much, to be fair. Maybe if you love them so much that you can't function in your daily life, like you spend all the time learning languages and then you starve. That would be horrible. You learned French, then your high school removed the French program. So did you so you started the program and then you didn't finish it? Oh, guys, F in the chat for Chris. For Chris's French specifically, F in the chat. That's, yeah. I don't know. I because for us, right? Because now today we're talking a bit about just learning languages in school. For us, all our foreign languages are necessary. Because English and Mandarin, they are sort of we need those to for lots of things in life. That's why we sort of have to do it. But I imagine being a native English speaker and trying to learn a different language, or I don't know, being for example from Germany and learning a foreign language other than English, that would be a very different experience because maybe you wouldn't put as much emphasis on it, or the school wouldn't put as much resources in it. So that's a shame. Gorgoroth. What is Gorgoroth? Gorgoroth. Is it like a Lovecraftian thing? I don't know why. I just see weird, very like old English looking names, and then I just think, oh yeah, probably some sort of mythical creature. Maybe some that is made up by modern people. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, yesterday was the UK's national cinema day, and then I went to 2 movies in a day. That was a little bit exhausting, but I did one in the morning, one in the evening, and that was fun. I even tried out all the cinema gimmicks, because the cinema near my place has it has got big screen, it's got like long screens, it's like got 4D bullshit, and I tried all of them just because the tickets were all discounted. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try them all, just paying like £4 each. Ddylwn weld meddyg am fy sounder gemau. What is sounder? Fullness? Sounder. What is sounder? Sound is full. I have to look up the dictionary to read Jacob's. Yeah, fullness of gemau. Oh, you say, you have. Do you mean you have like too many games? Is that what you mean? Dyma be ti'n feddwl, neu be di synwr? No, is it synwr? Be di ystyr? I'm trying to use the more complex words, but I'll use expression. Be di ystyr y dywediad? I guess dywediad. You became fluent for the free grades. What do you mean? Because he called you a beta. That's good. Some good motivation right there. Now you get none. Now you don't get called a beta anymore. Oh, it's a Lord of the Rings thing. Oh my god, I should know that. Maybe I should know that. Oh, have I told you about the Hobbit book? Hold on, give me a second. Um, uh, th- these ones. Well, I ordered these books. Oh, this is a book haul now. We just changed suddenly. This is a book haul. I got these books like well, quite a few weeks ago now, I guess. Because the trigger was that this book got released, which is a new translation of The Hobbit in Welsh. They translated the name to Yr Hobbit, and I have it, and I pre-ordered it, got it, and then they sent me an email saying like, "Hey Israel, I saw you ordered this. Thank you very much. Would you like to order more books?" So I went on the website and I got 2 more, which are like just classic, what do you call that? Classics, I guess, classic novels. The Time Machine from H.G. Wells, and then I don't know what this is, but this is like some sci-fi sci-fi novel. Originally, this is not translated. This is translated. This is not translated. This is originally in Welsh. So it's a pretty cool publisher. They do a lot of stuff themselves. I mean, this one was like translated in-house, and I looked at, and it just so happened that my housemate, who is English but speaks Spanish, my housemate was reading The Hobbit in Spanish at the same time. So we literally pulled out our books and we compared the maps, the maps in the books. I don't know how clear you can see it, but I don't care anymore. So yeah, they translate all the place names and translate the maps. It was really cool. And what's cool about this one, this version, this translation, is that these translated maps they retain like the same handwriting style as the original English, whereas my housemate's Spanish version, it was like computer typed, so that looks lamer. But anyway, I think this one is a bit difficult, so I'm not sure if I can start it anytime soon. The only Welsh book for native speakers that I have read so far is like a young adult thing, so that was a bit easier. I'm too gems, not games. Damn it! Why gem? Do you say? Wait, how would you say gem in Welsh? Because that would be game. You say game, short one, game. Hold on, I need my headphones for this. Oh, I can put the audio on.
Gem.
Gem. Oh, that was so loud. Gem. Short gem, right? Gemai. Instead of gemai. Do you mutate gem because you don't mutate game, but you might mutate gem. They translated The Hobbit to Welsh. Yes, they did. Yeah, it was on like Welsh News a few months back when it was on pre-order. That's why I bought it. That's when I bought it. It was on nation.cymru. So yeah, it's really cool. Again, I hope I can read it sometime soon, but I'm not sure because I saw that Ben Llewellyn made a video. He's like a Welsh YouTuber. I mean, YouTuber on Welsh topics. He made a video about this book, and he said it's probably not appropriate for like learners who are like not as advanced because the vocabulary is not very easy. And in fact, it happens that the first book I read in Polish, don't ask me why, okay? Don't ask me why. It's a stupid decision. But the first book I read was a translated fantasy book, translated from English. And I learnt a lot of words that I had no use for. And that is why I forgot most of it. And I spent a lot of time guessing and looking up words. So I think from that experience, I learned that I need to find the right genre, find the right level to start reading books in my target languages. Oh my god, I'm starting to sound like Ollie Richards. They misspelled a load of words in the runes. Wait, what? You can see the runes? Or do you just have you seen it yourself? Because that would be insane if you could read the runes from the camera. Neu yno ac yn ôl. There and back again. Daw'r Gymraeg o'r pryd hwn, yr ynys hon, iaith hynafol dynion Prydain yw hi, ac mae'r Gymraeg yn brydferth. That's cool. Oh yeah, it's in case you guys didn't know that, Tolkien was like a big fan of the Welsh language. Of course, some of you will already know that, but in case you didn't know that. And that's why one of the Elvish languages was like based on Welsh. And it's kind of cool. And that's why it just felt right that this book was translated to Welsh. It's like the new original. I hope to read Anturiaethau Alice yng Ngwlad Hyd someday. Do you have the book? I would. Oh yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I actually see. I had a phase. I had an ebook phase. Like I had a Kindle for a few years, and then I started reading books on my Remarkable tablet. And then I realized I don't like it. I still prefer physical books. That's why I started book shopping again. When I was growing up, we could hardly buy any books because I'm from Hong Kong, and in Hong Kong, space is like the most precious resource of all. So we were always like borrowing books and reading ebooks if we could. But now I feel less bad about buying books. I mean, I don't buy that many anyway, but I can start buying physical books. You only do language learning as a side hobby. Most of the time it's filled with school extracurriculars. Is there any way to make your studying more efficient and time effective? Oh, I mean, a lot of ways. I think the key thing is going to be in your head. It's going to be your mentality, like how you understand the language rather than just what you do. Because I noticed that if I let the language, to borrow like a common slang saying, I let the language live in my head rent free, and that way I'm practicing even when I'm not practicing. For example, like even when I'm not studying, I'm not reading, I'm not listening, I would randomly think about how some tiny things in the language, for example, how a sentence will be formed, or what's a particular word in my target language. In fact, sometimes when I'm just talking to you, my head would suddenly go, oh, how do you say this one thing in all my languages? And then I would start looking up dictionaries like Welsh, German, French, or Polish. I would just look up each dictionary and figure out how to say a certain specific thing. And that's important because I'm learning from my daily life. Even when I'm not practicing my languages, I'm learning from my daily life. Harry Potter a mae'n yr athronydd. I also have that one. I have the Harry Potter book in Welsh. Yeah, it's downstairs. What? Where did I get it? I don't know where I got it. I think I got it online. But yeah, I do have it. But I honestly, I don't know how I feel about Harry Potter now. It's very awkward. And oh yeah, speaking of Gwlad Hyd, I recently started practicing the Welsh E sound because, for one, I don't know which kind of Welsh you're learning, Lothario, but in the south it's just E. So it's the letter U. The letter U in English, in South Wales it's an E sound, but in North Wales it's like a E sound. And for the past like year or two, I have been saying like E, like the Swedish I sound, E. But then I realized that at least in some accents, I'm not sure in what accents, it's like a tiny bit rounded, like E. So I'm trying to practice that exact sound, like Gwlad Hyd. No, Hyd. It's so much fun. It makes more sense because it's sort of why it's spelled as a U, because it came from the U sound and then it's shifted to become like this slightly rounded E sound. Ynys. Could you check if any proper names have been changed in the Welsh translation. Oh, let's see. I'm not sure if I can quickly look at anything here. Like, where can I... Is it similar to German Ü? No. I think someone else said that Ü sounds like a Ü, but no, it's like way different because Ü is very rounded. Ü. When I teach my... So I have a Polish student who's learning Cantonese, and I often have to remind him to round his lips much more for the Ü sound and the sound. Because obviously the Ü sounds are not in Polish. So... Yeah, no, those are very rounded, whereas in Welsh it's ever so slightly round. It's mainly like, it's like an E, but then like the tongue is like drawn way back, like an E, and then you round it ever so slightly, so E. It doesn't seem like they've changed the name. Oh no, they retained the K, that's a shame. Welsh people hate the K. They like respell everything in Welsh, so all the K's become C's. Well, I found Gandalf. Gandalf has a double F. So Gandalf, like the way you spelt it, Lothario. Gandalf is a double F, and then... Oh yeah, they translated some names as well, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Tolkien himself gave some... one second. Tolkien himself gave some instructions for how to translate the names, because I mean, if he hadn't, then each translator would sort of decide for themselves, or like whether to translate the names. Like I think Harry Potter, for example, in some languages they are still the same names, in other languages they're changed. So it depends. But Tolkien himself gave a bunch of instructions of how to translate the names. That's why it became Hobbit, and then Bilbo Baggins became Bilbo Bucklan, if I'm not mistaken. I actually don't know anything about Lord of the Rings, so don't at me. Don't at me. What am I saying? Yeah, I like Tolkien. I just I haven't managed to finish any Lord of the Rings content ever. But I can't find anything else. I found Gandalf a lot with the double F. Oh, I found Gollum. Gollum, yeah. Gollum with a W. So I guess they did translate lots of names. It's difficult for you. Yeah, I know. But I like it. I like how it sounds. I mean, for one, I like the northern accents anyway. And also, in particular, I like the E sound. It's fun. It's fun to say. I like saying funny vowels, even though I'm bad at them. Like the Swedish E sound, for example. My friend's really good at it, but I just can't manage to say it like authentically. When they say Sweden, like a what do you call that? A Stitch sound. You know the Disney Stitch voice. Your first books in Polish were Agatha Christie. Oh, would you recommend them? Maybe I should read some of them. My girlfriend loves Agatha Christie, so maybe I should. Why did I start learning Welsh? I mean, there is a short answer. The short answer is because I'm moving to the UK and I want to learn the languages of the UK. Is that a good enough reason? I mean, I have many reasons, but that is one easy reason to list. Yeah. You would love the K and V and would use them in the writing if the language police weren't so annoying. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there's like a spectrum of people who feel differently about this orthography. I mean, Cymdeithas yr Iaith probably is stricter on that kind of stuff, I imagine. Or maybe they could be the other way because they want to promote their use of the language. Like sometimes, I think I had a discussion like that on Threads. Yeah, someone was saying, we were talking about like the governing bodies for languages like Académie Française, which set rules of how to write the languages and such. And then they say, oh, Welsh has something like that. And I'm like, no, because being that strict on language is not conducive towards promoting using the language. Like if you want more people to use the language, you make it more lax. And that's why in Wales people are really lax about how you use the language. Lots of people mix Welsh and English for Winglish. I personally don't like it, but I won't stop people doing it. I won't do it myself. I want to at least be able to use like quote unquote pure, with heavy quotation marks, pure Welsh. But yeah. But the way you wrote K and V, I just immediately thought Mozart, because the Mozart's works are numbered by KV, and I was like, oh, if that wasn't German, that would be CF. Polish female names all end in A. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, you mean so they translated names in Polish to add the R to everything. That's funny, especially because Eowyn, that looks extremely Welsh, like EOWY. That is so freaking Welsh, but you add the A to make it Polish, I guess. I don't know what the original is. Again, I don't know anything about Lord of the Rings. Yeah, you know the KV. Yes, someone knows what I'm talking about. This is exciting. I actually didn't know 626 was Requiem. I know the 466, which is a piano concerto, but I'm not like a big number person. Come stai? Bene. Grazie mille. Hello, and another Jacob. Are you Italian? Is it Italian Jacob? Oh, I miss Italian. I did some Italian in university as well, but then I let it go. Just go. It's fine. I don't need you in my life anyway. I use Italian for music, so yeah. I like to joke with my friends that I'm fluent in the classical music dialect of Italian. So I know lots of words. I just can't. I let it go, so I can't really speak it to the behest of my Italian friends. Chciałem kupić sobie władca pierścieni, kiedy byłem w Polsce, ale zapomniałem. O, szkoda. You got a chance again. I'm sure będzie jeszcze szansa, bo można kupić takie książki w internecie, czy nie wiem, gdziekolwiek. Da się importować. Probably. I don't know. Would it be possible to get like Polish books? I mean, at least in the UK. In the UK, there's like a big Polish bookstore on the internet for obvious reasons. And there's lots of stuff on there. Even though I would prefer to get them from Poland, just because probably cheaper without the expensive shipping and the, I don't know, przecena. But yeah, that's where I got these grammar books. That's the one time when my polyglot friends were like, let's go to a language bookstore, and then we went there and it was literally all language books. So I just got the grammar books. La mia lingua preferita, italiano. Oh, veramente? I don't know how I feel about Italian. I wouldn't mind learning Italian. I would just say that I'm quite neutral about Italian. Not a big fan, but I don't dislike it one bit. Is that neutral enough? Yeah, I think that's neutral enough. That's how I feel about it anyway. One of the nice parts of learning opera is you do get a nice excuse to spend some time messing around with. Yeah, I know. No, I wish I could do that. Isn't there like a polyglot writer who is an opera singer? Is it Gabriel? Is it Weiner or something? Yeah, the Fluent Forever guy. He was an opera singer. That's why he learned all those languages. You get like, if you're a professional singer, you get paid to learn languages. Imagine that. I mean, to be fair, I did get paid to learn Lithuanian, but that was for a special reason. It's not really, it's a special thing. I was confused by this French message because on my display, the second line starts with the word but, and I thought that was English. Like, why is it mixing French and English? L'Académie française a pour but de garder la langue française professionnelle et traditionnelle. Il n'y a aucune raison pour son existence. Yeah, it's a there's a lot of it's a very contentious organization, the Académie Française. I generally stand like on the linguist side, like on the in terms of like prescriptivism, descriptivism. I feel like people should be just using people should like democratically decide how to use a language, and if like everyone starts using it a certain way, and that's fine. And sometimes it pisses me off as well because like there are trends in English I would not love to see. People writing could off, should off, but I respect people's right to do so. I would never do it myself. Uh, the second-hand bookshop has a Polish section. Ah, okay. Yeah, it depends on where you are really. Davvero. Davvero, yeah, davvero. Zależy od książki. Kupiłem kilka przez Amazon, ale są droższe i nie ma dużego wyboru. Yeah, for sure. Zgadzam się, niestety. Trzeba będzie przylecieć do Polski, żeby sobie kupić więcej książek. Ale to zależy też od lotu, od samolotu, czy można przynieść ze sobą dużo książek, czy nie. Bo może jeśli jest się w małym samolocie, to nie będzie można. L'Italian from the opera is full of old words. You like old words. I like old words. L'italiano è una lingua che si sente bene a parlare. See, I can understand Italian perfectly, especially when I read it. Mi hai invitato a cenare con te. Ah, wait, what? Invitas. What the heck is that? I don't know what that is. Oh. Oh. That's really cool. Oh, reminds me of the German, like, meinetwegen. Because, I don't know if people actually use meinetwegen. If anyone of you speaks German, let me know. Because meinetwegen is in the dictionary, but I don't think I've heard people say it. And it's because wegen, which means because. Wegen means because, and usually it needs the genitive. And you can't, and German doesn't allow a standalone genitive me. Like you can't say of me, like as one word. So that it ends up becoming meinetwegen, like you put it in front. It's pretty fun, but it's a weird word. But I mean, in Welsh, we just stick all the pronouns on the adjectives, on the prepositions. Hello, Sant Vols, I guess. Good to see you. Okay. It's happened again. I spent too much time talking, yapping every single time. But it's, yeah, it's interesting. It's lovely to see all you guys. We have some like pretty good discussions about reading. I used to be a big on reading, and then I sort of dropped the habit. Now I'm trying to pick it up again. That's why the foreign languages are sort of my excuse to get myself reading, because just reading on its own, like for example, reading in my best languages, I can't find the motivation to do it. That's why, like when I read in a foreign language, I'm like, oh hey, I'm doing some learning on top of just reading. I know that's probably not a common thing outside of this community, but what can I say? Quante lingue stai imparando? Sto imparando solo il Wait, how would you say Welsh in Italian? Because I know in Spanish there's Gales, but in what is it in Italian? Maybe I should know this. Italy. It's not in Wiktionary. Can anyone help me here? Anyone who speaks Italian? What is the name of Welsh in Italian? Gallese. Gallese. Sto imparando. Is it il? Fuck. What? Wait, I know. It's masculine, right? Is it masculine? Yeah, le français, en français. Ok, il gallese. Sto imparando il gallese, sì. E anche, how do you say that? What? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna Google Translate because I've never heard of this word. Do you say il linguaggio dei segni? Linguaggio dei segni. Do you say that? Ma non adesso. Not right now. I'm gonna start in like a week. Oh yeah, I'm starting both my courses next week. We'll see. Anch'io sto imparando gallese. Yay! Oh my god, why is my brain giving me Lithuanian when I'm trying to think Italian? That is weird. Because I want to say Ira. Ira is a Lithuanian. What made you decide to start learning? I'm gonna stop answering the same question over and over again. Strawberry, tell Dylan why I'm learning Welsh. let's do Chinese whispers. Let's see how many times we can continue this chain, and then how much the reason will distort. I'm happy for you to bullshit something. Yn ôl i'r Gymraeg. I think it will be yn ôl i'r Gymraeg, right? I think you do use the article with the name of the language. By the way, let me know what you think of the new chat thingy. Like pointing that way. This one. I think it looks good. What's MB? Oh, I think Strawberry's not here right now. Okay, well, long story short, I want to learn the language of the country that I moved to. I think it makes a lot of sense. If you move to France, you learn French. I'm moving to the UK. I'm learning the languages of UK. Logic. I don't have to learn English, so I'm learning the other ones. Maybe I'll learn like Gaelic, Scottish Gaelic or something, and all the other ones. But I'm learning two. I'm learning the two biggest ones, other than English. So I think it makes sense. I will have to. I'm gonna start doing some listening practice. But how much you again? You guys keep chatting. You always make mistakes concerning the articles. Yeah, concerning articles. Yeah, the moving to UK thing is basically the short version. There's like more reasons, but it gets complicated. What languages are you guys learning and why? Let me know. I want to know like what languages are being learned here, because you can never guess. I know what some of you are learning. I know Lothar is learning Welsh. I know. I remember. I recall someone learning German, but not today. Probably another stream. You have a German accent when speaking French. What do I get told about accents? Well, in English, I get told I'm posh, which is generally not a very good adjective to be called. But what can I do about that? Do you get the chance to speak Welsh in public? Not at all. I don't think I've ever done it, unfortunately. I've met with people who speak it, but like I haven't been to the country and then like gotten the chance to speak it. Actually, there was one time that I would never forget. There was one time when I was with my friend, my Welsh-speaking friend. We were having like a farewell drink because he was moving away from the country. So we sat down for a drink, and then randomly another family sat down behind us. Oh, just to mention, I'm in Manchester. We're in England. So, not in Wales. So, randomly a family sat down behind us and they were speaking Welsh, and we were like in shock. So, before we left, we were like, hey, you guys speak Welsh? Oh, don't you? So I mean, that did happen. So, it's possible, just very unlikely to happen. And that was very memorable. I'm gonna do some listening now. So, ja, bin ich wieder hier. Willkommen zurück. Warum weißt du, dass ich also gesagt habe, dass wir uns auf Deutsch schreiben? Weißt du das, oder warst du nicht da? Ich weiß nicht, wie lange du nicht hier warst. Okay, I'm gonna have to focus a little bit, otherwise I'll never get anything done.
Heddiw, dwi'n siarad efo Ceri Cartwright o siop Ceri Curls.
Helo, Robin.
Wel, sut fedra i'ch helpu chi, Ceri?
Mi faswn ni'n licio gofyn i'r grandawyr yn helpu ni. Mae gennon ni gynnig arbennig.
Gwych? Bargen felly?
Ddim yn hollol, Robin. Da ni isio codi pres i'r Steddfod Genedlaethol sy'n dŵad i ardal Abercastell mewn 2 flynedd.
O, be di'r cynnig, Ceri?
Wel, Robin, da ni'n rhoi 10% i'r Steddfod bob tro da ni'n cael cwsmer sy'n byw yn ardal Abercastell.
Dwi'n gweld. Da iawn, Ceri. Felly, dych chi am dorri fy ngwallt i ar ôl i ni siarad?
Ydw i, Robin.
Ac wrth gwrs, mi fydd angen i mi dalu'r pris llawn mwyn i'r Eisteddfod ddechrau cael ei ffres.
Ia, dyna'r syniad.
Wel, do'n i ddim yn disgwyl cael torri fy ngwallt am ddim. Dwi'n nabod y teip sy'n meddwl bod ni'n cael pob math o bethau am ddim ar radio rocio. Felly, Ceri, be ydych chi feddwl?
Ma'ch gwallt chi'n eitha hir?
Dwi'n licio gwallt eitha hir, Ceri. Mae'n cadw fy nghlustiau yn gynnes yn y geia.
Wel, da chi'n bendant ddim yn mynd yn foel, Robin. Gai gribo'ch gwallt i ddechrau?
Cewch, wrth gwrs.
Da chi'n licio'r gwallt oddi ar eich talcan?
Be ydych chi feddwl, Ceri?
A deud y gwir, mi faswn ni yn licio torri'ch gwallt chi'n fyr.
Ond, mi fydd yng nghlustiau'n oer yn y geia?
Na, fydda'n siŵr, Robin. Mi fedrwch chi wisgo het, a mi fydd gennych chi fwy o steil ac yn edrach yn fengach.
O, o'r gorau ta. Amdani. Felly, dyma ni. Gwilym Bowen Rhys yn canu, mae gen i dipyn o dŷ bach twt. Gwallt twt.
Oh, that's funny. So this is this dialogue about like a haircut, and the weird thing is I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, so what the heck? So it's like it knows. But yeah, my fy ngwallt yn eitha hir, felly byddai'n torri fy ngwallt yfory yn y pnawn. Yeah, I mean, that's awkward because I've been streaming the whole month with this long-ish hair. Ich war nicht da, okay. Dobry wieczór, szanowni państwo. Ach so, ja, Camille, ich hab Ihnen gesagt, dass wir uns in 5 Sprachen schreiben, weil wir verstehen beide Englisch, Kantonesisch, Mandarin, Deutsch und Polnisch. Deswegen schreiben wir mischen alle diese Sprachen, wenn wir uns schreiben. Also hauptsächlich auf Englisch. Manchmal auf Kantonesisch auch. Aber wenn mir zum Beispiel ein Wort auf Deutsch einfällt, anstatt das Wort auf Englisch oder vielleicht manchmal komme ich auf das Wort auf Polnisch, dann werde ich einfach diese Wörter schreiben, weil du alles verstehst. Okay, I missed a lot in that first listening, so I'm going to do it again. Translanguaging. Did I just say translanguaging? I did. You heard nothing. You did not hear that. Translanguaging. Oh my god. Oh yeah, you guys have liked the stream. What are you doing? You haven't liked it. Why? What's wrong? I mean, last time we got like 30 likes within the stream. Can we get something done? Okay, I'm gonna have to do that again. I'm just checking. So, I have a slight obsession with my YouTube stats, so I'm sorry about that. Should not have told you that. Okay.
Heddiw, dwi'n siarad efo Ceri Cartwright o siop Ceri Curls.
Helo, Robin.
Wel, sut fedra i'ch...
Cuddles.
Faswn ni'n licio gofyn i'r grandawyr yn helpu ni. Mae gennon ni gynnig arbennig.
Gwych? Bargen felly?
Ddim yn hollol, Robin. Da ni isio codi pres i'r Steddfod Genedlaethol sy'n dŵad i ardal Abercastell mewn 2 flynedd.
O, be di'r cynnig, Ceri?
Wel, Robin, da ni'n rhoi 10% i'r Steddfod bob tro da ni'n cael cwsmer sy'n byw yn ardal Abercastell.
Dwi'n gweld. Da iawn, Ceri. Felly, dych chi am dorri fy ngwallt i ar ôl i ni siarad?
Ydw i, Robin.
Ac wrth gwrs, mi fydd angen i mi dalu'r pris llawn mwyn i'r eisteddfod ddechrau cael ei ffres.
Ia, dyna'r syniad.
Felly, ydych chi am dorri fy ngwallt i ar ôl i ni siarad?
Ydw i, Robin.
Ac wrth gwrs, mi fydd angen i mi dalu'r pris llawn mwyn i'r eisteddfod ddechrau cael ei ffres.
Ia, dyna'r syniad.
Wel, do'n i ddim yn disgwyl cael torri fy ngwallt am ddim. Dwi'n nabod y teip sy'n meddwl bod ni'n cael pob math o bethau am ddim ar radio rocio. Felly, Ceri, beth ydych chi feddwl?
Ma'ch gwallt chi'n eitha hir?
Dwi'n licio gwallt eitha hir, Ceri. Mae'n cadw fy nghlustiau yn gynnes yn y geia.
Wel, da chi'n bendant ddim yn mynd yn foel, Robin. Gai gribo'ch gwallt i ddechrau?
Cewch, wrth gwrs.
Da chi'n licio'r gwallt oddi ar eich talcan?
Beth ydych chi feddwl, Ceri?
Oddi ar eich talcan.
Fyswn i'n licio torri'ch gwallt chi'n
Eich gwallt chi'n fyr.
Mi fydd yng nghlustiau'n oer yn y
Fi'n
geia.
chisle'n oer yn y geia.
Fydda'n siŵr, Robin. Mi fedrwch chi wisgo het, a mi fydd gennych chi fwy o steil ac yn
Stale.
O'r gorau ta. Amdani.
Amdani.
Felly, dyma ni. William Bowen Rhys yn canu, mae gen ni dipyn...
I think Lothario mentioned Amdani earlier, right? Amdani. Go for it, Amdani. I'm going to put a star here because this is useful. Rwy'n bwyta hofrenyddion. Rwy'n bwyta What? What? Speaking of which, I just want to say, I think I remember helicopter was my favorite word in Hebrew. I don't remember. Is it pasok? Masok. And I don't know why. I just really like the word masok in Hebrew, which means helicopter. Just weird, random, fun fact. I'm still undecided if I want to practice speaking. Feels like it's something that I would have to do. I need to force myself to do because I don't feel any motivation to do it if I need to force it. But oh my god! Oh wait, I'm gonna do another listening and then I'm gonna do this speaking. I think this speaking seems meaningful. It's like arguments for and against. I'm gonna do another listening first. You have Amdani by... Oh, it's called Amdani. Okay, because I thought you meant the book series Amdani, because Amdani is a series of reader books for learners. But so you have a book called Amdani. I was a bit confused. You like the word sus, meaning horse. Yeah, sus. And also it looks funny as well. Do I have the Hebrew keyboard on this? I do. It looks like this. It looks so funny. I don't know if you can see it on... Yeah. The display used the more... What do you call it? I know what you call it. Print font. It's more tablet-y. It's more stony. Whereas on YouTube, it looks rounder. It looks like 010. Sus. And you can imagine what else it looks like. But speaking of which, do you know the word sus in... Hello, Sipo. Cześć, jak tam? The word sus in Turkish. Do you know that word? I'm going to give you 3 seconds to write if you have heard of it before. But it comes from the word susmak. It's a verb, which means to be quiet, like seter, milczeć, whatever language you like. Sich schweigen. It's only English that doesn't have a verb for that. And then sus is the imperative, like the command, telling someone to be quiet. And the best part is if you guys are on Language Simp's Discord, right? There is an emoji on that Discord which is just sus. It's meant to be sus, but on the Turkish channel we just use it to mean shut up. Sus, be quiet. In Polish, sus means leap or jump. Really? Does it? Wait, what? You serious? Why do you always get to the stream halfway? Might be me. Maybe I should schedule them earlier, but maybe I don't know. Some people do, some people don't. I try to I try to decide like around noon when if I want to stream that day, and then I schedule it. Sus leap bound. Pędził przez park długimi susami. I never seen this word. Okay. Dać susa. Dał susa przez płot. W krzaki. Jednym susem. W paru susach. Znalazł się przy nim jednym susem. Cool. Thank you. A, dziękuję za oświecenie. Bo nigdy nie widziałem tego słowa. Tutti I miei libri di italiano sono scritti con passato remoto. What is passato remoto? Quindi non riesco a capirlo. I don't know what passato remoto is, but it doesn't mean like you can't understand it. Non riesco, or whatever. Capirli. You forgot about the meaning. Maybe you're too chronically online, so you only know sus. Yes, sus. Yeah, cool word. I'm not gonna forget this now because it's such a good word. So suspicious in English, be quiet in Turkish, and then leaps and bounds in Polish. Pędził przez park długimi susami. How would you say leaps and bounds like in Polish? How would you say like your French has improved by leaps and bounds? Is there a idiom for that, or do you just say improved a lot? Let me know, you Polish people in the chat. I could Google it as well, but you tell me. Sus in Romanian means up. That is so much fun. I do know susel. I know susel. It's the thingy, right? And what do we call? I don't even know what meerkat. There's a meerkat. Meerkat. Is that meerkat? I don't know how to pronounce it. Do you say meerkat or meerkat? I've never said the word in my life, even though there is an important company in the UK called that. Ground squirrels. Some species are sometimes called susliks. I can see the connection. Suslik. Suslik in Russian. Well, so it's not a meerkat. It's some sort of squirrel. I know so little about zoology because the Wikipedia just redirects me to the genus in English, and the name is a bit weird. Why is it? I'll show you guys. This is weird. Hold on, give me a second. This needs to go up. Where's my? Oh, that is bad. Yeah, I don't care. Okay, that's... Why has it got this? Like, I don't even know if I want to read this out. Why is it called a spermophilus? It makes me very uncomfortable. What the heck is this freaking... Wait, I'm gonna transform. Put it here maybe. I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, but I don't... What is the actual common name for the animal? I don't know. Okay, what else? Susel, mare. Gopher. It's a gopher. Ah, I do know about gophers. Why do I know about gophers? Oh, because I've heard lots of puns about gophers, and go for it. That's how I know. How much of my English have I learned from puns? Spermophil. Okay, so it does mean what I think it means. It's just a different kind of seed, right? Yeah, I assumed that as well. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. It's just that the word seed, the Latin word for seed, has acquired a different meaning in English, so it looks weird in English. I guess. Sorry, I didn't mean for this stream to go in that direction. It just happened. We have like a complete list of what sus means in different languages. This is so cool. I'm gonna do more listening practice. I bab dre mae Alejandro ac Auntie Mar eisiau mynd. Pa mae Robin yn synnu? Be sy'n digwydd mewn bythefnos? Well I chi egluro. Syllyn syn. colli gafael ar. I do think that the new chat works very well, but I think this one needs some work. I think this one, especially when the website is white, it doesn't work. So might think about that. Maybe I'll like put a separate box on the screen or something. Change it a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's do some listening.
Yn y swyddfa.
Bore da, Alejandro. Be wyt ti'n neud yma? Ydy Aunty Mair ddim yn gweithio tan heno?
Dwi'n gwybod, Robin, dyna pam dwi yma.
Diddorol iawn, Alejandro. Well i chi egluro.
Dwi isio rannu cyfrinach gyda ti, Robin.
Wel, be ydi o, Alejandro?
Mae penblwydd Mair dydd Sadwrn nesa. Da ni am fynd i aros yn gwesty'r Harfwr Feistr yn Aberaeron.
It's so fast. What the heck?
Mae penblwydd Mair dydd Sadwrn nesa.
Oh,
Da ni
wait.
am fynd i aros yn gwesty'r Harfwr Feistr yn Aberaeron.
Aberaeron.
Wel, wir. Hwna yw hoff westi Aunty Mair. Dyna fendigedig.
Dwi'n gwybod, mae'n lle romantis iawn. Dwi am ofyn iddi hi fy mhriodi. Paid â thagu, Robin, a phaid â sellu mor syn. Dwi ti ddim yn meddwl bod yn syniad da.
Be? Ond, Alejandro, da chi'n 87?
Reswm da i beidio ag aros mwy cyn gofyn. Dwi ddim isio golli gafael ar berson mor arbennig. Dwi isio cwmni Mair yn fy henaint. Ac mae fe awyren yn ôl i Patagonia mewn bythefnos.
Wel, ia wir.
Oh.
Dwi isio cwmni Mair yn fy henaint. Ac mae fe awyren yn ôl i Patagonia mewn bythefnos.
Wel, ia wir. Pob hwyl, a gobeithio bydd hi'n derbyn. Ond lle da chi am ddiw?
Wel, dyna yw'r cwestiwn ond i fe. Ond yw chi ddim wedi cytuno eto.
Roes i bysedd felly.
Ie, bob is a bawd.
Gadewch i fi wybod, Alejandro.
Ti fydd y cyntaf i clywed yr ateb.
Pob lwc, hen ffrind.
Oh my god. Guys, those of you who understand Welsh, are you as shocked as I am? That was quite something. I wasn't expecting that. Isio gofyn I Mair ei briodi. What's the best tip for learning Welsh? Create an environment for yourself to use the language, because that's probably the hardest thing for a language that is not like the majority language anywhere. So create your own environment. Like my shopping list, for example, is in Welsh. I don't know what else. I read in Welsh. I watch lots of Espedwarec. It's the kind of stuff that we talk about in lesson. What else? I don't know. You need to just create opportunities. So maybe find people to talk to online or write something. Write your diary in Welsh. I haven't written diary in a while though. Fun fact, there was a short while when I tried to write like an occasional journal on my blog in Polish, and then I would record it like a mini podcast. That lasted like 3 episodes, and then that was it. That's all. It didn't wypalić, if you know what I mean. Didn't. You see, that's the kind of situation when I don't have the English word in my head. What is? It didn't work out. I guess it didn't take off. It didn't take off. Well, not that I wanted like an audience, but like I just wanted to do it to myself. But I just immediately ran out of steam and didn't want to do it anymore. Okay, Did I literally just try to speak Welsh to you guys? That was weird. Dwi'n mynd I gwneud hynny unwaith eto. No, pronoun da. Problems with subtitles. I'm aware of the problems with subtitles, yeah. I've gotten to the point where, I mean, it's always good to have subtitles, but like, I understand enough without subtitles that I'm comfortable watching even if there isn't any, but I know what you mean. I don't know. Actually, this is going to be in my video. One of the reasons I do the Welsh class is because I want to find opportunities to engage with the language, because I don't have any in my daily life. So the class itself is my chance to use Welsh. And even if I don't get to learn, even if I didn't get to learn anything, I could still get like in contact with people who speak it and so on. That's the goal. You would think of writing down words you've learned and their meanings and repeat it. That's one way. But if you're asking for tips on vocabulary, try what I do. When you want to learn one word, assuming that's like a really important word, right? Not just any word, but assuming you really want to learn a word, try to make like a whole mind map. Try to find things that are connected to that word, like words that sound like it, words that are related, or they change similarly, or they have similar meanings, or words that are the same general topic, same theme. Maybe it's about food or whatever, or words or experiences that you have that relate to the word. Just make lots of different connections to the word so that it will say. You wrote the word aminedd in your bookmarks. Do you need a lot of aminedd? Are you losing aminedd when you're reading? Actually, one of my classmates taught me the word aminedd. I think, yeah, because she I think, well, not in Wales, but she's near Wales, and then she knows the phrase dysgen mynedd, and it's like a shorter version of aminedd, just mynedd, and it means I don't have patience. And in the beginning, I thought it was mynydd, mountain. I thought it meant I don't have mountain. And maybe it's like an idiom or something, but turns out no, it's just mynedd, a different word from mynydd. No, exactly what I was saying. Yeah, mynydd has two Y's, not the E. Aminedd, not aminedd. I'm gonna look for these translations.
Yn y swyddfa.
Mor da, Alejandro. Be wyt ti'n neud yma? Ydy Aunty Mair ddim yn gweithio tan heno?
Dwi'n gwybod, Robin, dyna pam dwi yma.
Diddorol iawn, Alejandro. Well i chi egluro.
Dwi isio rannu cyfrinach gyda ti, Robin.
Wel, be ydy o, Alejandro?
Mae penblwydd Mair dydd Sadwrn nesa. Da ni am fynd i aros yn gwerthu'r harbwr feistr yn Aberaeron.
Wel, wir. Hwna yw hoff westi Aunty Mair. Dyna fendigedig.
Dwi'n gwybod, mae'n lle romantis iawn. Dwi am ofyn iddi hi fy mhriodi i. Paid â thagu, Robin, a paid â sellu mor syn. Dwi ti ddim yn meddwl bod yn syniad da?
Be? Ond, Alejandro, da chi'n 87?
Reswm da i beidio ag aros mwy cyn gofyn. Dwi ddim isio golli gafael ar berson mor arbennig. Dwi isio cwmni Mair yn fy henaint. Ac mae fe awyren yn ôl i Patagonia mewn bythefnos.
Wel, ia wir, pob hwyl, a gobeithio bydd hi'n derbyn, ond lle da chi am fyw?
Wel, dyna yw'r cwestiwn, ond i fe? Ond yw chi ddim wedi cytuno eto?
Roes i bysedd felly.
Ie, bob is a bawd.
Gadewch i fi wybod, Alejandro.
Ti fydd y cyntaf i clywed yr ateb.
Pob lwc, hen ffrind.
That's still insane. Sure, I guess, whatever. Whatever the fuck you say, man. If you're happy, you're happy. Yeah, basically what happened was the old man from Patagonia, from Argentina, is like, oh, just out of nowhere, I'm going to tell her to marry me. And especially because we don't have the context. We didn't know they were like going out or anything. Just randomly says, I'm gonna ask her to marry me. Such lore, so much lore in this freaking book. It's just textbook. Oh, it reminds me of a Polish textbook that a friend of mine used. There was like a whole romantic plot in that book. And then there's like a huge cliffhanger at the end, and then my friend was like, "Oh my god, I need the next book. I need to keep learning Polish for the cliffhanger." What did I miss? I randomly came up on your YouTube recommendations. Oh, hello, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Man girdas Masilionis. Are you Lithuanian? Is that why I'm on your recommendations? I think YouTube is still pretty keen on me being a Lithuanian celebrity after 1 year. But yeah, what language I'm learning right now is Welsh, and that is what I've been doing for the past month on stream. I would love it if you could stay here. I think it's a chill place. We're learning we're learning together. We're I mean, sometimes I give tips, sometimes I get like help from the from chat. What did you miss? Oh, you missed a lot. You know, I'm not sure I've told you guys before, but I was actually a minor celebrity in Vilnius. I'm not even kidding. Not in like in the sense that people actually know me, but like I've been recognized on the streets of Vilnius 2 times by 2 different people, and then also in my YouTube comments, 2 other people have said they saw me on a bus but just didn't talk to me. And that was insane. 4 separate people have recognized me in the streets. I'm like, oh, crap, now that's getting serious. But if you want to know what's happening, go to my... I mean, stay on the stream, hang out with us, but at the same time, open a new tab, go to my channel, go to my videos and sort by popular. You'll find out why. It's the whole thing. Then dysgu gyda'n gilydd. Ydyn. Da ni gyd yn dysgu gyda'n gilydd. Da ni'n dysgu llawer o bethau efo'n gilydd. Mae'n... Ooh. Wait, how do you say it? It's educational. Educational. Addysgiadol. Wait. Do you say addysgol or addysgiadol? No, I'm not gonna trust Google Translate. Educational. It's both. Addysgol, addysgiadol. Oh yeah, wait, did I miss something? I asked Polish people to help me. How do you say leaps and bounds? Like improved by leaps and bounds? Please let me know, Polish people. Arth sounds like... I'm pretty sure Arth and Arthos are the same word, because it just sounds like it would be one of those things that are Indo-European. Heil, son. You try to make connections with other languages to see if there are similarities. Yes, if you find similarities between languages, then for sure, make use of that. Because, for example, if you're me and you already know like languages from a variety of families, you might find some connections depending on where the words come from. Or sometimes it's by coincidence that it just happens to sound like something else that helps as well. So just make connections, but I always try to avoid translations if possible. You wouldn't use that. You didn't. Okay, so you guys don't have a you don't have an idiom for that. Okay, so just words. Radykalnie, gwałtownie. Yeah. Polepszyło się radykalnie. Radykalnie. I guess you could say radykalnie. O wiele. Boring. Nie znam tego idiomu. Leaps and bounds. Yeah, it just means by a lot. But I guess... Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask. Because I knew that if I went to Google and asked, how do you translate this idiom? I would get a response somehow, but I wouldn't know if you actually use it. So now, because I asked chat, I know that you don't actually use that idiom, skokovo. I know you actually don't use it. So that is what I need to know. Because if Google gave me an idiom like milowymi krokami, then I wouldn't know if it's actually used. If you seek to, you find lactis, scythe. Oh my god, yeah, faith. I do know faith and factus. Are those Latin loans or are those cognates? You know what I mean? Are those like from the same source or are they from Latin? I think faith should be from Latin, right? I've seen some pretty crazy sound changes from Latin to Welsh. That's one thing I love about Welsh, is because it's got so many Latin words, but lots of them are barely recognizable. Because there's this word, right? Let's see if I can find the... So I know this word from Closemaster. Cythrail. It's from contrarius. From Latin, contrarius. Contrarius. And it's just insane that it went from that to Cythrail. Oh my god, this yellow looks horrible. I'm gonna change it somehow. Maybe... 1 second, I just keep getting distracted. I want to change that yellow. How do I do it? Let's do this. I'm gonna make it solid yellow. Wait, FFD low. I'm trying to change some things here. Badges. Wait, how? I'll figure it out later. I just thought this looks like really. It's hard to read. That's what I'm saying, right? But I still have a lot to learn to fix that problem here. Anyway, where was I? And oh yeah, so contrarius became cathedral, and then another one is like cyfaddawd, which means compromise, right? Cyfaddawd. Is it wrong? Oh wait, I can't find the source of that word. Maybe I got it wrong. Skokovo. Do you say skokovo? Yeah. I mean, I don't mind what word we're using, but like I just want to know if you actually use the words. So Polish people, do you use that? You use the word skokovo in that context, or would you just use like, I don't know, polepszyło się gwałtownie, radykalnie, or how else you would express it? That might be an important tip for language learning. If you guys didn't know that, focus on what people say instead of what you want to say. So instead of asking how do you say this, you ask if you want to express this, what would you say, instead of a direct translation. English as estudiando acá. Oh yay! Then we can study estudiar together. Welsh and continental language is Spanish. I don't think Welsh has a lot of connections to the Latin languages because there's so much Latin in Welsh. And it's directly from Latin as well, not from French, because it's literally from Latin when the Romans were around. And it's interesting to contrast that with like the Gaelic and the language in the north, because the Romans weren't there. So those languages don't have as much Latin. Like Gaelic has a lot less Latin, whereas Welsh is just full of Latin words because the Romans, they came from the continent and they got as far as like northern England. Eglwys. Yeah, definitely. Eglwys is very clearly Latin. Okay, I'm gonna start a new. Wait, no, I said I would do some speaking practice. I can embarrass myself. How do you say embarrass yourself? I know embarrass is a word, but that's a noun. Embarrass. Sweet. Is Jacob's dear? Jacob's dear. Here, Jacob. How would you say I'm going to embarrass myself? Because you could say in Polish, what was it? Wygłupiać się? No. Wait, no. Robić z siebie durnia. Oh. Wait, shit. I feel like I saw that phrase today on Closemaster. Embarrass myself. Well, Google Translate says you would say rather than embarrass me vyhin. That's, I don't know if people say that. What was I looking for? I was looking for the Polish. Denominate fool. Make a fool of yourself. That is good one as well. Diolch yn fawr. No, zawstydziłem się. Show me. You use show me for that, but show me is disappoint, right? Does that actually also mean like embarrass? I mean, yeah, if I embarrass myself, I would feel pretty shometig. That's true. Dominate full of hin. Latin, but through French, not directly. Okay. Right. Let's see how. Oh my god, it hurts so much. I don't know what's happening. I hope it's going to be fine in a few days. Right, mae ymarfer corff yn fwy pwysig na bwyta'n iach. Ysgrifennwch 2 brawddeg o blaid ymarfer corff a 3 brawddeg o blaid bwyta'n iach. Is working out or eating healthily more important? I have no idea. I have no idea. Did I say idea? Idea. I can't English anymore. Du ddim yn medru Saesnegio. Ysgrifennwch 2 brawddeg. Honestly, I feel like it's a very technical question. Am I overthinking it? I feel like it's very technical. Is working out or eating healthily more important? I mean, it's about intake and llosgir. No, not only ecni, right? Oh, I can say my bwyta esburial. Can I say bwyta esburial? Eat rubbish. And dod a chemek. Wait, I know. I recently learned Kemekin. What's the plural? Kemekin. Kemekion. Chemekion. Gwael. Dim. What's a more natural way to say not just? Because you could say dim just. Need an unig. Maybe need an unig. Need an unig. Ecni. Okay, you wouldn't say embarrassed. Okay, you say you give yourself shame. I love it because you have a very good native speaker perspective. Because I feel like most speakers that I see on TV anyway has been like heavily influenced by English. So like there are tiny things that are just different between languages. Like how you phrase, how you word something, how you express a certain feeling. And most of Welsh speakers are simply just sort of translating from English, even if they are native. And it's fun to see you say, oh, you wouldn't use it in the same way in Welsh as in English. Will I learn a Polynesian, Austronesian language? I actually, I wouldn't mind, because I've tried Hawaiian before. I thought that was fun. And then what else? And I think if I had to choose, I might go for Maori, just because there's like a lot of support behind it. It's exactly like Welsh, right? The same situation, supported by the mainstream culture. People are relatively positive about it. It's on a good path towards revitalization. So I might consider learning that, but at the same time, when I learn the language, if I'm dabbling, that's fine. I can do whatever. But like if I'm seriously learning a language, I need a good personal reason to do it. Like if I want to do something specific in the language, if I want to talk to someone specific in it, etc. If I started learning a language just because it's interesting, I know it wouldn't last. So, but I'm also interested in Formosan languages, like the ones on Taiwan. That's a source of the Polynesian, Austronesian languages. So I would love to learn some of it. I feel like I've spent like a couple of weeks with the Sidik people in Taiwan, in like central Taiwan. That was like a church thingy. They're very religious over there. And I have some indigenous Taiwanese friends on Facebook. I'm not sure if they speak it well or not, but I would love for the opportunity to learn some of those languages on Taiwan. I find it really cool, or like Bunun or whatever they have around there. I remember in the polyglot conference in Budapest, there were multiple people there giving short talks about the Taiwanese languages, most of which I missed. That's a long story. I missed it. I did something else, but yeah. And there was some guy talking about like learning those languages through actual immersion. That was cool as well. I'm a big fan of like supporting these minoritized, oppressed languages. So if I had the time and energy, I would love to learn some of those. It's also one of the reasons I'm learning Welsh, to be honest. That's the underlying reason why I want to do it, because I want to support fighting back against the monolingual dominance, right? That's kind of what I'm always for the underdog. I just naturally drift towards any underdog in any situation. Something happened today as well where I took a similar stance. Forgot what that was, on social media. You find that you like to use the same sort of alphabet or languages that are similar, so you would like something like Spanish for Portuguese, Italian for Latin, Russian. What I don't know what you mean. You want to learn similar scripts? Edrych ymlaen. Yeah, edrych ymlaen. This definitely very very English. There was a lot more. Like, basically, they can just translate. They could just calc all the phrasal verbs from English, and I think that's partly because they don't know like a Welsh equivalent, but also partly because native English speakers are not as aware of what the different grammatical categories are. Like, phrasal verbs are their own thing. To native speakers, they make total sense. That, for example, catch up means what it means. But if you break it down literally, it doesn't make much sense. But because to native speakers it makes total sense, that's why they just naturally calc everything. They translate everything literally into Welsh. And like, some of them have become official, like, formal words as well. Like on S4C you see Dalifany, catch up. And like, when I watch television, I see so many different versions of something i fyny, something allan, something i lawr, just various translations of something up, like look up, catch up, go up, I don't know what else, work out, yeah, gweithio allan, right? Work out, look out, etc. So everything is like just completely, how do you say that? Przeniesione. Translate. Taken. No. How do you say that? Wait, hold on. How do you say przeniesione? Transferred, I guess. You're looking into my brain right now. Just sometimes I can't find the English word for something, and if I'm writing with Camila, I would just write the Polish word, to be honest. They weld Maori Eisteddfod. Yeah, I'm sure. There's like so many like cultural connections between the two countries. I feel like they have a lot. They have a lot in common. They have a lot of common history thanks to the Saeson. And I mean, obviously, they also have the two longest place names in the world. Oh my god! So this morning I was on Threads and I saw a friend of mine. If any of you is like in the Cantonese language community, you would know Atza. And he made a post about and he used the place name like 4 times in one post for comedic effect. And then I used like a voice note to reply to the post, and where I said the name 3 times. I thought that was really funny. Just trying, like, saying the place name is easy. Even like, especially if you say it slowly. It's easy. But if you want to use it in a sentence, you naturally try to make it flow more, and then you naturally try to say it faster, or put some rhythm in it, or like put some intonation, and then it gets much harder to say. Like, I'm sure rarely ever happens, but if you try to use the name in the sentence, it's actually harder to say than just the name. So yeah. For example, I'll give an example like, I know someone who lived in and really loves it there. Yeah, you see, I stumbled a bit because I was trying to make it flow a bit more. The language is not used to having such a long word. Anyway, I got distracted. Didn't know that about Taiwan. Yeah, Taiwan is, I think, that's pretty much proven. It's the source of all the Austronesian languages. That is why the indigenous languages on Taiwan are extremely diverse. Like lots of very different languages, even different subfamilies within a small area. And that's why it's such a shame that the people moving in, whether it's Hokkien people or Hakka people moving in, and especially, the Republic of China moving to Taiwan and doing some horrible things to indigenous people. It's a real shame because there's a lot of very precious diversity on that island. Yr gwaith pawb a phopeth. Is it a bead? Bead. Is that what you meant? Is that like is that a typo or is it an intentional shortening of bead? They missed a Treiglad in. Wait, hold on. What did they miss? Go get a hun. Ooh. Is it just push? Is it the first push? Or is it we go get a drop? Because I always thought the fact that hurin comes before dropus. Oh, I'm gonna explain it. Hurin is like they say fierce or like strong, whatever. Dropus is a whirlpool, and so logically hurin should come after dropus because in Welsh we say noun and then adjective. Oh, I know which one. Is it Tecilio? Tecilio, right? It has to be Tecilio because all the sons in Welsh have a mutated name afterwards. That was the good old times when people mutated names, but we don't do that anymore, which is a shame. Why do we not do that? I would love to do that. I would love to say like, doing Sharad Afetter, or doing Mynd at. What name would be mutated? Mynd at Vair. The Mynd at Vair. I feel like we should do that. I don't know why we don't do that anymore. Like in Polish, for example, you have cases on nouns and then you have cases for names. Why don't we do that? And Welsh, like in Welsh, some normal nouns have mutations. Places sometimes do, sometimes don't. Usually depends on how far the place is from Wales. Like in England, some place. I mean, if the place has a Welsh name, then you would mutate it. Yng Nghaergrawnt. But you wouldn't say Birmingham, which is a shame. You would say Ifan Canyon. You would mutate Manchester. But yeah, we should do that for people. Welsh never does it for people anymore, except for the saints. You do that for the saints. Amharis, yeah, Amharis, Ibaris. Yeah, I think I would love to bring that back. I find it really cool. Maybe just my European brain working, especially like Slavic brain, because everything is declined in Slavic languages. Oh, bye, Seaport. See you next time. You go to bed now. It's a bit early, isn't it? What's Narka? Should I know Narka? I should know Narka. Oh, wait, that's football. Czym jest Narka? Wait, Narka znaczenie. Na razie. Oh, okay, nara. Oh, right. Of course. That makes sense. Na razie, nara, narka. It's like, jak się masz? Siema, siemka, siemanko. I love siemanko. But yeah, funny story. So I mentioned it before that I'm the editor of the Easy Polish podcast, right? I don't think that's a secret. I'm still waiting for them to publish the videos where I explain it. But anyway, there was one episode, because it's a scripted podcast. So there was one episode where they ended it with nara, which means, well, see you soon, nara. And then when they were recording it, Justina said, "Who speaks like that? Nobody says nara." But they put it in the script anyway because they wanted to teach you that word. So that's a behind the scenes secret. Yeah, Justina was a bit hesitant about saying nara. Make it part of your idiolect. You know what? I might do it. Too bad your name. I can't treigla your name. I can't treigla Lothario. What names can I treigla? Mine is. I mean, you could like put an H. When would you? Her Israel, a Israel or something. A Israel, ein Israel, our Israel. Ein Israel, nay, a Israel. Our Israel or their Israel? That's funny. Wait, one second. I feel like might pull it down a bit. Yeah, maybe that was a bit too loud. I should stop shouting in the mic. Okay, good. Yeah, narka na razie. Okay. I'm gonna go back to talking about eating health. I feel like I just have nothing to give. It's not that I want to. It's not like I don't want to practice speaking or coming up with things, but I just don't have anything to say. Is that a problem? Sut mae cael pobl I fwyta'n iach ac I wneud mwy o ymarfer corff? Sut mae cael pobl... Wait, what? Sut mae cael pobl I fwyta'n iach ac I wneud mwy o ymarfer corff? What's the question? I don't get the question. Is it asking how to sit my... How to do it? Sut mae cael pobl I fwyta'n iach? I remember back in school we always say that the two golden solutions to every problem, every social problem, is always promotion and education. So, mae angen mwy o wybodaeth mewn ysgolion. Rhaid gwneud llefydd ymarfer corff yn fwy it's dostęp in, what is it in English? Access. What's access in Welsh? Access. Oh, do you say mynediad? Or is it... I'm going to search accessible. Yn fwy croesawgar, cyhoeddus, cyfleus. I'm saying cyfleus. I feel like cyfleus feels right. Cyfleus. More convenient to go to. Mae rhaid gwneud y llefydd ymarfer corff yn fwy cyfleus mwyn I bobl cael mynediad i'r llefydd yn haws. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Enghraifft, os oes, what's the plural? Campfeydd. Campfeydd am ddim, neu... What? How would you say? Oh, you say okay, fine. How do you like courts for like sports ball games? Do you call that? Oh yeah. Mae chwarae wedi am gael ar gyfer gemau fel tennis neu sboncen. Yeah. Cwrtiau neu gyrtiau sport neu gyrtiau chwaraeon. Os oes cyrtiau chwaraeon enghraifft ar gyfer tennis neu sboncen neu badminton am ddim neu am bris isel neu am bris rhad. Basai'r chwaraeon yn fwy cyfleus. Yn fwy... Basai mwy o gyfleoedd i bobl ymarfer y corff. Basai mwy o hwyl i bobl ymarfer y corff efo'i gilydd. Yeah. Mae chwaraeon, mae ymarfer corff yn gallu bod yn weithgaredd cymdeithasol. Yn weithgaredd cymdeithasol. Yn hytrach na gweithgaredd unigol. No, is it unigol? No. Am I making shit up? Yeah, unigol. Cyrchiad. Oh, I saw cyrchiad in the dictionary. So never seen it before though. Cyrchiad. Oh. Y gwaith o gael mynediad I ffeil ar gyfrifiadur. Why is it saying specifically for computers? Access. Y gwaith o gael mynediad. I'm going to Google cyrchiad. Let's see what Glodsby says. Cyrchiad pell. Oh, cyrchiad pell. Gwaharddwyd cyrchiad i'r adnod penodol. Defnyddio cyrchiad dienw. Cyrchiadau ffeil. Say it in 2 syllables so that you sound more Welsh. Fail. Like aisle. Wales. That sounds so south of Wales. Wales. Oh my god. Where was I? Yeah, but yeah. Access and BSL is really fun to do. Access. I love the signs that do this. Not a Star Trek reference because I'm not a Trekkie, but this is Access. And this is like barrier, right? Or something like that. Oh, this is like middle. I think this is middle. Or this could be middle. This is middle. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm starting a new course like next week. Oh. I worked so hard to pass the exam and then it's like more... It's so rewarding to learn new stuff, but also a bit stressful, especially in sign language. You're constantly like listening and speaking, or their equivalent of it. Because like when I'm learning spoken languages, right, half of the time I'm just reading and writing, and there's less stress in reading and writing because you have more time to do it. But then in sign language, you constantly, it's like on the fly. It just keeps going, and then it's a bit unnerving. Ydy'n fwy anodd I bobl fwyta'n iach a chadw'n heini y dyddiau yma? Ydy, achos ers y pandemig, mae'n fwy o gyfleoedd I weithio o bell ar y cyfrifiadur. Felly, mae cyflogwyr yn amlach yn gofyn i'r gweithwyr y weithio ar-lein. Hyd yn oed pan dydyn nhw ddim yn gallu mynd i'r swyddfa. Enghraifft, mae fy nhad wedi bod yn gweithio gyda'r nos yn eitha aml, ac felly mae gynno fo lai o amser I cadw'n heini. Ac ar ben hynny, I'm going to use more of my conjunctions, ar ben hynny, mae pobl y dyddiau yma yn treulio gormod o amser ar-lein yn gyffredin. Fuck, I keep forgetting gyffredin and cyffredinol. Which is which? I don't know. I have to Google it. Cyffredin. No. Cyffredinol? How do you remember these two? So, yn gyffredinol. mae pobl y dyddiau yma yn treulio gormod o amser ar-lein yn gyffredinol. Wait, let me try. Naill ai yn gweithio neu yn syrfio'r cyfryngau cymdeithasol. Yn bersonol, dwi'n treulio gormod o amser yn gwylio fideos, felly dwi'n anghofio cadw'n heini yn aml iawn. Pryd oedd y tro diwetha I chi wneud ymarfer corff? Fuck off! Not telling you guys that. Oh wait, no, I can flex. I can say that. Oh, y tro diwetha I mi wneud ymarfer corff oedd y penwythnos diwetha pan es I efo fy ffrindiau fuck, what's the word? Pan es I efo fy ffrindiau, how would you say? I grwydro yn y mynyddoedd. Roedd yr heic yn eitha beryglus, felly roedd yn ymarfer eitha da. Drwy'r holl amser, drwy'r amser cyfan, ro'n ni'n zwracać uwagę. Talu sylw. Is it talu? It's an English. It's an English calc. Sylwi. Ystyd. Oh, I like this word. You could just talu sylw. Talu sylw. Talu sylw ar gyfer mwyn. Talu sylw yn ddwys iawn mwyn peidio a chwympo o'r mynydd. I think the dictionary says talu sylw, even though that sounds really English. But I like this ystyd. I think it's just astute in English, but ystyd. Ofalus. I can say ofalus, fuck. Roeddwn ni'n ofalus iawn, neu astyd iawn. Roeddwn ni'n astyd iawn mwyn peidio a chwympo o'r mynydd i'r afon. What gender is avon? Is it masculine? Feminine, fuck me. Okay, i'r afon. Yeah, okay, next. Da chi'n gwneud ymdrechu fwyta'n iach? Da chi'n llwyddo fel arfer? Ydw, dwi'n gwneud ymdrechu fwyta'n iach. Dwi'n annog I fy hun goginio yn amlach gan archebu pecynnau coginio ar-lein. Achos dwi'n gwybod os dwi just yn gwneud y neges yn yr archfarchnad, byddai'n prynu'r pethau byddai'n prynu'r pethau symla I goginio. Da chi'n llwyddo fel arfer? Okay. How long has it been? It hasn't been for like 2 hours. It has been like just over 2 hours. What should I do for now? Who's still here? Let's see who's still here. I've stopped checking who's here. Oh, quite a few people have dropped by. Okay. I feel like do I start this last chapter or what do I do? It feels like a huge achievement to actually start the final uned. I like the word uned. But I feel like it's been like a bit of studying. What should I do? Let's see if chat's still here. We could do some chatting. still feel like interacting a little bit, but I don't. Maybe I feel like everyone's gone to bed or something. It's not that late. We started at like 6 or something. But anyway, okay. I'm gonna slowly draw it to a close. I'm tempted to still do a tiny bit more studying, but yes, I'm gonna check out the vocab. I'm just do the vocabulary, and then we're done. Why is it about Gwyddelis? Gwyddel. Arwr, barnwr, colir, copy, cyffro, cyffroes. I know all of these words are mirlun, mirlun, Ros, cyfeiniad, rhwyster, trysor, ysbryd. Actually, not much new words. Curo, effeithio, staffio, uno, efydd. I like efydd. Ofnus, Prydeinig, efydd. Ar hyd a led. This is ar hyd a led. It's like wzdłuż I wszerz. Is that the right one? Wzdłuż I wszerz. Yes. I like to make these connections between languages. Wzdłuż I wszerz. Wzdłuż I wszerz. Ar osod. Oh, for rent. Cael gwared ar codi llaw. Dalati. Amdani. Yn ôl pob sôn. Oh, that's good. Apparently. Okay. Yn ôl pob sôn. Mae pobl yn mwynhau gwylio'r fideo newid. Yep. Apparently, people like to watch the new video. So, that's going to be the final remarks. Guys, tell me, have you watched the new video? Please tell me you have, because it's really near and dear to me. My good friend is in it, and I feel like that's a video where she gets a little bit personal as well. There's like some meaningful stories in the video, so if you haven't seen it, remember to see it now. I'm sure you can find it. It's easy. It's just the newest one on my channel. But yeah, yes, you have. Yes, did you enjoy it? Please let me know, because yeah, it's weird. When I stream, I get so much more reactions, and I really enjoy just getting to hear what people think of, my content right now, what I'm saying at the moment. But when I post a video, I mean, you see the engagement, but like only a few people ever actually leave a comment or say something about it. So I never know what people think. So yeah, okay, that's gonna be. I think that's gonna be it for today. I still have I probably should do some of my academic work. Oh my god! I hope my professor doesn't see this. I'm sure he won't. But yeah, thanks for being here. I should plug something. If you love what I do, I would love it if you could support me in some way, become a channel member or go and buy me a coffee or whatever. That would really help me out, just to keep doing what I do, and also to help me with my further language learning, so that I can get more first-hand experience to make content about. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pay for my sign language class soon. Anyway, it's very informative. Thank you very much. What's my academic work about? I study composition, music composition. So I have done the rest of my. I've not. I should do that now. You know what? I should do that now. I've basically done my composition for my PhD, and then what I need to do is to write about said music to finish off the thesis. So that's going to be what I'm going to do. But I almost forgot. I still need to work on the music a little bit, to update the scores and polish them for publication, etc., etc. I think I know what I'm gonna do now after the stream. Oh, lots happening. It's weird digging into something you did earlier. It's weird, right? Like if any of you does any writing or something like that, if you wrote something a year ago and then now you have to go back and change some things, it feels weird. But I'm gonna have to motivate myself to do it. I wish I could do it on stream. That would be good motivation, but that's a different thing altogether. Imagine if I did that on stream. I'm just gonna work on my music scored on stream. That would be interesting. Let me know if that would be a good idea. But you assumed it's something to do with languages. I sometimes try to give it something related to languages. There was a tiny bit in there, but otherwise it's mainly unrelated. But the music I write, right? I try to put some language things in it. I wrote a piece of music in Cantonese, which is a really rare thing to do, and I was proud of what I did. I talked about it at a conference. But yes, I'm going to do that now. So thank you very much for being here with me today. It's been fun. It's been good to see new faces, old faces. Not faces, I guess, just names. But thanks for the support by showing up